Welcome to Brainstorm MTG. I'm ELD, and this is Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Mass. I am actually on camera this time, a very rare occurrence at this point. Usually too busy running the tournament, helping customers, but a slow evening. Figured I'd jump on in. Lightning Bolt takes out the first Mother of Runes, but Lucas has another. Death and Taxes versus Burn. Two budget decks as far as the cost to build, but both of them very real contenders in the meta. Burn perhaps a better position than it's been in quite some time. The emergence of Renin 6, kind of the unstable mana bases being stretched to their limits. Price of Progress becomes more interesting. Decks, as they're getting sorted out, just tend to stumble just a little bit more, obviously, as they get refined. Easier find ways to deal with Burn, but it does punish inconsistent draws. And Flicker Wisp coming in, resetting Thalia. So we've got Thalia, Big Thalia, all my non-basics, and creatures will come into play tapped. That will punish fetch lands quite a bit. Grim Lavamancer activating to tag that Mother of Runes, and now Searing Blaze to clear her out of the way. Swift Spear, 2/3, and oh, I remember this. So that Thalia is Korean. It does have First Strike in Korean. I completely forgot that was on there. Flavor-wise, it makes sense. Little Thalia has First Strike. Of course, the big one should too. But I was thinking, like, oh, what's he going to do? Trade with either of these guys? I doubt it. And instead, just punished. So, yeah, that's no good. Just throwing a Swift Spear right in the bin. Perhaps you can learn from that if you're not 100% sure what a card does. Worth it to at least ask your opponent, if not ask the judge for Oracle text. Grim Lavamancer here. A lot of work to do to take away these 12 points of damage. Just an absolute terrible play there. Though 9, just 3 little cards away from lethal. Man, that Swift Spear would make this a lot easier. Swift Spear would actually just wrap it up. A couple of Lavamancer activations, and that would do it. Now, Lavamancer likely going to need to go toward crowd control, closing out the clock here. And Lucas, it looks like he's running out of gas. Picking up Thalia and replaying it. Lightning Bolt to the face, now just 6 more damage. Needed to close things out. Grim Lavamancer can clear this Thalia aside, no problem. Price of Progress, no damage there. Oh, and Fire Blast. Fair enough. Well, I mean, I guess that's why you play Burn, right? 6 damage, Fire Blast, done. Is definitely one of the reasons why you play it. It can be forgiving. Sometimes you just have an overwhelming amount of damage to the face. Lucas drawing much worse than me in terms of the amount of lands. The new Horizon lands, I'm not sure what people are calling them, from Modern Horizons, the Canopy lands. Previously, the green-white one played in sometimes decks like Death and Taxes. Horizon Canopy just allow you to sacrifice and get an extra card, cash in your mana base for some more live action, and Burn may end up going that route. So yeah, I haven't updated this list at all. One of the decks that I just have lying around that I loan out to people. Next week you may see it back on camera. Out to Corey, who did quite well with it, so he likely has a feature match with it. I really do think that decks like Burn have a few extra percentage points when the metagame is being sorted out. It's just so consistent and punishes any type of inconsistencies in the deck building. So Burn up a game here. In the feature match area. Aether Vial versus Swift Spear starting out. Thalia. The 2-1. This Lava Spike will allow Swift Spear to swing past it as a 2-3. Vial ticking up. And now Revoker. Probably going with Grim Lavamancer, I'd imagine. It's really one of the only options. Sense. And another lava spike. Underwhelming cards here so far for Burn. They do add up though. The Swift Spear could potentially cash in. Turning it sideways. I mean, Lucas either needs to throw 2 creatures at it or take the 2 or chump block. Any of those is pretty fine for Burn. And it looks like Revoker are actually going to go away. That's like, oh, and punished Grim Lavamancer. That's like completely ideal. And now a Stoneforge Mystic. That is bad news for Burn. Batterskull does so much work here. The life gain is just horrifying. It is, you know, from a control player perspective, that's almost like your opponent gaining 2 extra cards per turn. That is just way too much to deal with. End of turn, Stoneforge Mystic means that it's definitely going to be able to put in this Batterskull. So much better than getting it out main phase and then needing it to survive for a full turn. All it needs to do is survive that small window for instance in the end step. And this Batterskull, oof, this may be it. 11 damage. And Eidolon of the Great Revels actually being sacrificed along with the Grim Lavamancer activation to deny the life gain. So block and then shoot it down. Could have possibly just taken out that Germ token. A lot of ways for that to go sideways, though. It can get picked up and put back down. A Flicker Wisp would be awful. So right now, I believe I'm actually helping a customer right now. Another reason why I don't play on camera very much is, yeah, if somebody wanders in, I am the one that needs to greet them. Mostly a tournament center, most of what we do, but we are right in the middle of Bellingham, Mass, behind the Dairy Queen, and people see the beautiful logo that Mr. Bill Copes made for us here, and it does draw them in. They're curious what the shop is about, so kind of show them around, give them an idea of what we do. If they don't play Magic, we've got a little bit of a board game section, some classic gaming as well, a little NES section, Super Nintendo. I just bought a little collection with a N64 and a Super Nintendo, which I'll be testing and cleaning, getting out on the shelf. But yeah, looks like that's what's going on here. Lucas patiently waiting in a game that he is heavily favored in here. See about editing this section out. No promises. Usually these are just done in one take. If you were wondering why they are so rough, devoid of the kind of fast twitch editing that most YouTube videos have. A lot of matches to go through. Hopefully they're entertaining enough as is without too much cutting down. And I'm not on camera that often, so we have this issue. So what would you do with the Eidolon situation there? Is that a next level play, or is that just a fool's errand trying to prevent the life gain? 11 damage is not that much. You're talking a couple of bolts and a fire blast. Really just 3 burn spells plus a Lavamancer activation. 2 Lavamancer activations plus a bolt and a fire blast, so maybe only 2 burn spells. Oh, I don't know what that card was. Let's see what Lucas has got here. Is that a Relic Warden? Leonin Relic Warden? That might just be like a vanilla 2/2. See, let me know if you know what that card is. So we are back at it here. May or may not have edited out that lull in the middle. Burn versus Death and Taxes. Burn up game 1 despite horrifying misplays. And Eidolon plus Rift Bolt coming out here for Burn. Lucas now really just needs to gain some life and push himself outside of burn range. 11 is pretty tough. How will this go? Rim Lavamancer looking like he wants to do something. Eidolon blocking the germ. I think we're going to do that same dance again. No, this time pivoting hard. So letting some life gain happen. Oh, and punished. Yep. There we go. Flicker Wisp. That is gross. Flicker Wisp resetting that germ. Grim Lavamancer taking out Thalia to conserve some mana. Rift Bolt hitting the germ. Oh, wow. And Volcanic Fallout, so that's a play. Very interesting. Oh, no. Oh, that looked like such a good play, too. So Fallout completely cleared the other side. Swift Spear gets in there, but he's got another Flicker Wisp. And that germ just comes right back. And the life gain is happening. Volcanic Fallout cleared so many permanents. But it is not to be. Whole bunch of other guys landing, but that Flicker Wisp will get it done in the air. So a long time to wait for that one. Some fireworks at the end, but ultimately Batterskull just way too savage here for burn. Life gain and vigilance just shutting things down. Gonna need some artifact destruction or keep those Stoneforge Mystics off the battlefield. Which is hard to do when they're entering at instant speed with Aether Vial. Aether Vial, a card you're happy to smash to smithereens. Bring that card out of there can buy you a whole lot of time, and it makes a lot of the cards kind of much less exciting. So Flicker Wisp and Stoneforge Mystic, both of them nowhere near as good. Have to just cast them and give your opponent plenty of time to react. So Chain Lightning coming in there. Death and Taxes with a slow opening as well. And now Eidolon. That gets swords. That's doing its work. Not the end of the world. Thalia coming down. Swift Spear and Goblin Guide, neither capable of swinging into Thalia yet. looks like Tomic. And he's a 2/3, so that's also an issue. Tomic, a very interesting addition. Death and Taxes with Recruiter of the Guard now really can have a bit of a toolbox. Playing legends like Tomic, very welcome. Synergy with Caracas, also just having the ability to tutor it up in the correct matchups. So you can't brainstorm them away. Like many of the decks in the format, you're not drawing a ton of cards, so you're going to be able to tutor for it. Lightning Bolt, and now swinging with Swift Spear. 2/3 due to the prowess. And a chump block. Another Thalia and a Revoker. Luke is really putting a huge premium on his life total here. 2 cards left in hand. Lightning Bolt taking out Thalia. And both of these guys turning sideways. Goblin Guy trading with the Revoker. 2 damage from the Swift Sphere puts Lucas down to 13. Don't you do it. Oh, he's doing it. Stoneforge Mystic being cast. He has 5 mana, so he's going to be able to cast the Batter Skull anyways, even if the Stoneforge is cleared. That is gross. And a Flicker Wisp. Oh, interesting choice. Hitting the Wasteland to play around Price of Progress rather than getting double duty out of the Stoneforge. Lava Spike, 3 damage. Swinging. Trading with the Flicker Wisp, 2 more. Lucas down to just 8. Precious few cards in hand here. Continuing to make his land drops. Fire Blast. Oh, so much mana. He can put it out, pick it up, and put it back down the next turn. So close. And it looks like 2 Fire Blasts in hand with only 2 mountains. Those New Horizon lands. Not a compelling argument when you're talking about Fire Blast. It'll be interesting. I do think Fire Blast is one of the stronger cards in the deck. So, see how burn players brain that out over time. Lava Spike. So close. He's at 5 with a Fire Blast in hand. Swinging will just prompt him to put out that Batter Skull. So close. Yet so far away. What an agonizing way to lose here with burn. So close. Opponent at 4 life. Sitting at 21. Germ token enters. Wonder if it would have been better to not cast. Oh, and Swords to Plowshares. 5 damage coming in. Rift Bolt. Just too little, too late here. Lucas with all the mana in the world. And that life total just climbing back up. Fire Blast in hand when Lucas was at 5. He's back up to 13 now. Rift Bolt clears that Stoneforge Mystic, but of very little consequence. Could have possibly killed the Germ there. Would have barely been an inconvenience. Would have just picked it up and put it back down. Perhaps giving a chance to draw some type of artifact destruction. Now, Mother of Runes, completely hellbent. All the cards on the table. Lucas would be able to eliminate all of his basic, non-basic lands easily by activating his wastelands. See what he does. This is pretty much just academic at this point, forcing the chump block. Going to attempt to smash to smithereens. That gets picked back up. Maybe there's an argument here for trying to come up with some type of like Fire Blast his guy and then smash to smithereens in response to his returning. But I mean, he's got so much mana. Hard to imagine a way of that working. Batterskull coming back down. Umezawa's Jite. That's likely gonna be a wrap. Two more swings being conservative. 4 mountains now available for the double Fire Blast, but Lucas's life so far out of range. Goblin Guide just throwing himself in front. And I think Fire Blasting the Goblin Guide here. Yeah, these plays at this point are inconsequential. This is absolutely just a massive advantage. Tapping down just for kicks. Getting rid of the germ, but ultimately that Batterskull creating a huge amount of inevitability and bringing death and taxes to the win. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.